Hello. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what's wrong with the current state of CS2. My first point is about the reload update. This update added a new layer of realism into the game that I believe was not needed. It's a tactical shooter, and that mag update really wasn't needed. I've been playing CS for over 10 years with around 3 to 4k hours, and in my eyes, keep in mind, I could be biased, CSGO was a perfect level of realism and mechanics. The new reload update feels like a waste of time. It improved some aspects of the game, such as nerfing the op by removing 10 of its ammo and buffing other weapons such as the P2000, so people use that instead of the USP. I believe that it wasn't needed. It took attention away from other main problems of the game, just to bring another one for new players. New players often shoot a bullet, reload, and then they waste the whole mag. They need some sort of indication, some sort of help in order not to do that straight away. The learning curve for CS is so big already, so hard to get into lobbies above 10k when you just start, so something like this just wasn't needed in my opinion. Whilst this is annoying, it's not as bad as some of the other problems. Sub-tick is honestly horrible. It feels like 64 tick, but worse in every conceivable way possible. Like, I don't understand how they made such a simple concept so much worse. The devs tried to innovate the servers and make bullets more accurate, but it just didn't do it. It just doesn't work. Everyone just wanted 128 tick servers. We didn't need a whole new innovation for servers. 128 tick was fine. It was always fine. I didn't feel like I hit shots that I shouldn't have. I didn't feel like I got shot that shouldn't have hit me. Sub-tick attempts to make bullets hit between ticks and sometimes works fine. However, other times it completely doesn't do damage. CSGO has 128 tick servers, and this never felt like a problem. It's just a whole new innovation for no reason, just like the magazine update. This wasn't needed. Most of the problems are just innovations that the developers believed are better, however the players don't see any benefit from them. The developers aren't listening to their community, which is why many players aren't keen on playing the game in its current state. Instead of adding 128 tick servers or doing anything the community wants, they add more microtransactions. This also leads into my next point, first bullet accuracy. First bullet accuracy in this game is the biggest gamble of all time. Sometimes you can hit the most insane shots imaginable and you feel like Prime Simple or Donk, and other times you aim right at someone. Your shot goes around hitting the wall instead of the person you've been aiming at for the past hour. This is the second reason people don't play this game. The first bullet accuracy needs to be accurate, otherwise the game isn't as competitive as it can be. This is one of the hardest esports games to master and to be professionally good at. If they fix the servers and make them 128 tick, make the bullets where they are aimed at, the game will regain so many players, and so many players that are left are gonna remain playing the game since it's honestly such a good game. But they won't do that. As an example, Loba. He was a top FACEIT player, even a professional player, tier 2, but that's still professional. When CSGO made the switch to CS2, he stopped playing. He is very vocal about the things he doesn't like, such as servers being sub-tick, the first bullet accuracy. I believe that many top tier players quit the game due to these reasons, for the simple reason that's not how the game has been for the past 20 years. But they would rather release new terminals, new cases, so that people watching, say, OwnerPixel streams buy cases, but by far, by the biggest margin possible, the biggest problems is cheaters. Depending on your rank, they are either every game or you've never experienced them. In CS2, I am 18k Premier rating and FACEIT level 7. I just started playing FACEIT again, as Premier is unbearable to play. Every game there is a cheater and they just ruin the experience for everyone around them. I've had several games where there was just a cheater on the enemy team and there is nothing my team could do. We get wallbanged through solid walls and killed before we can even leave spawn. And yet Valve doesn't do anything to fix it. They say that Live fixes it. It does nothing. They can soft cheat, they can have walls, they can lock onto people. It doesn't work. Face it fixes the issue massively. However, there are still some people that run cheats through DMAs, other PCs. In CSGO, there were still cheaters, and a lot of them. However, it felt like there was less in a way. You could play the game on Valve servers and still have fun, still don't have a cheater every game. If Valve decides to stop implementing random things that the community never asked for, and they fix the anti-cheat, the point that it actually works, then it will make people want to play this game. They can keep all the other problems in the game, such as sub-tick, first bit accuracy, every other problem there is in the game, if they just have a working anti-cheat. Thank you very much for listening. This has been my video. Now I'm going to get some player interviews based off of CS2 and CSGO. So, what's your name?
My name is Josh Simpson, I guess.
What CS versions have you played? Like, on official servers instead of on releases
Only
now?
CS2.
Okay.
Only CS2.
What do you think is wrong with CS2?
I think the cheating problem is out of this world, honestly. It's so bad. Every single Premier game, there's a cheater. Casual cheaters, competitive cheaters, deathmatch cheaters. There's nowhere to escape these guys. That's the main problem.
How would you fix the problem of cheers in CS?
Honestly, I don't know. There's so many players in this game. There's so many ways to get past the anti-cheat. If there even is one. But like, I don't know how to fix it. I just want them to get more staff at least to combat this problem. At the very minimum. There's
Yeah.
only like 5 people working there.
If you're a developer for the game, what would be your main priority?
Something wrong with the op. It's got to fix the guns in this game. All the guns feel weird to use. Like, you'll counter strafe and it won't hit the first bullet. It's weird. I don't like the deagle at range. It doesn't hit where you're aiming. I shot like 5 shots in the last game I played, and they all missed. And the guy was standing still, so
Do you think CS2 is an upgrade or a downgrade from CSGO?
I don't think it's neither. I think it's a good game. Like, I like it more than CS:GO, to be honest. But yeah, I think it's not an upgrade or a downgrade. It's a new game with new mechanics. Well, not new mechanics, but like slightly new mechanics. So yeah.
Hello, Vesco. Okay, first question. What do you think is wrong with CS2?
Personally, I think that some of the changes they made when going from CSGO to CS2 weren't really the most well implemented or well received in the community. Like, for example, the PP Bison nerf. That was absolutely devastating to players like myself, who absolutely loved that gun. For people like me, that's massive downgrade. I personally don't like it, but obviously developers, they can do whatever they want. And with the most recent the reload changes where you have mags instead of bullets, I don't think that was a good change to add to a tactical shooter like CS. I think it has more place in something like COD, for example. That fits it more.
Okay. How would you fix CS2?
So personally, to fix or improve CS2, I would roll back some of the changes made when changing from, again, CSGO to CS2, and I would bring in some old map favorites such as Cache and Cobblestone. I think those changes would, like, even just adding those 2 maps back into the map pool would be quite beneficial to the player base and would bring in more players.
If you're a developer for the game, what would be your main priority?
My main priority as a developer, I think, would be the general enjoyability of the game, and not just focusing on the like competitive and esports side.
Okay. Do you think CS2 is an upgrade or a downgrade from CSGO?
Oh, definitely a downgrade. CS:GO was so good. I don't know why they changed it.
That's been my run about everything that's wrong with CS2. Again, thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed.